Hello again, it's another video by Brian, the Speaker for the Dead. Just wanted to welcome you back to the channel. Hope you like what you're seeing so far. If you do, hit like and subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications for when I post a new video. So I thought I'd get on here real quick tonight. Just went and saw the new SHAZAM movie tonight with my family. It was very good. It was excellent. The action was good. They could have done a little bit better with some of the CGI creatures and stuff like that. I think they could have made them a little bit better. And it's some of the main villain characters stuff. The main villain was pretty good. Mark Strong always does a good job as a villain. He makes a good bad guy. It's kind of sad because that's all he ever seems to get cast as is a bad guy. But it was definitely worth it. It was, you know, it's a good movie. It's one that I'll definitely buy when it comes out. I'm so glad to see that DC's actually making some good films, that they're trying to up their game against Marvel, because yeah, Marvel's just been trashing them. I mean, and it's so sad because you know, realistically they've got the more well-known characters. I mean, everybody knows who Superman is, everybody knows who Batman is, and Wonder Woman, and you know, and they've done so poorly with their Superman and Batman movies. And I mean, the Batman versus Superman, they're just just a terrible movie. Bad plot, bad action scenes, just stupid. You know, I mean, it has some good things in it, but it was so dark and overshadowed by all the bad stuff that you never really kind of felt like it did anything really worth doing. You know, and it makes Superman look kind of weaker than he actually is, and I don't know. It just, anyway, so it's nice to see that, you know, DC's pulling their act together with movies like Shazam. It was really funny, really fun humor, good acting, good character development. I mean, you kind of gain the story of who, you know, of who all these characters are. They really do a good job with that, and stuff. There's some real sad, you know, human interest moments and stuff where it's, you know, it could get you, you know, just a little bit. You know, you might end up shedding a little bit of a tear there in a couple of spots, but overall, just I mean, you know, if my rating out of 10 would be, you know, 8.5 to 9. It was really good. I still think that they can up their game just a little bit, but yeah, definitely worth a watch. I highly recommend it. It's worth your money. Go see the real Captain Marvel, because that's what Shazam's character was actually called in the original comics, was Captain Marvel. He was the original Captain Marvel, and then, you know, Marvel created another character called Captain Marvel, and oddly enough, he was a man too, and then they changed it to Miss Marvel, and they've just messed everything up because of their social justice warrior nonsense and stuff. So don't go see Marvel's Captain Marvel. Just, you know, let the feminists go and support that. And you know, nothing against feminism. Well, I have a lot against feminism, at least the radical feminism that's being practiced now. I'm all for, you know, equality amongst the sexes, but that's not what they want. They want, you know, they want more rights. You know, it's George Orwell kind of stuff. You know, they want to be more, you know, they want to be equal, but they want to be more equal, and that's not equality. So it's anytime you go for equality of outcome instead of equality of opportunity, it's that never's going to work. So I was actually going to give the Marvel's Captain Marvel a try until I heard the comments that Brie Larson made, and then I just decided, you know what, I'm a 40-year-old white guy. So she told me she's not interested in my opinions and what does or doesn't work for me. So I kept my money. You know, I take her at her word. You know, you don't want my opinion, you don't want my, you know, then you don't need my money, and you don't need the money of my kids, because who do you think's taking kids to Captain Marvel movies and to all these comic movies? It's their 40-year-old dads. So, good one. Good one. Way to cost yourself a crap load of money. I mean, I know that Captain Marvel's made $1 billion and stuff, but given that it's between two of the biggest Marvel movies ever made, it could have been way bigger had they got a real actress to play. Why they didn't get somebody like Emily Blunt, or somebody that has actually some charisma and some acting skills to play Captain Marvel, I don't know, because I don't have a problem with female superheroes. I've been wanting to see a Black Widow movie forever, or a Scarlet Witch movie, or they could have done so much with some of the characters they already had. And yet here they come with this super chick that's supposed to be more powerful than everybody, just out of the blue. Just she came from nowhere, and ta-da, now she's the most powerful thing in the world, and she's going to come in and save the day when all the other Avengers couldn't do it. I mean, anyway, so I digress, and off I go on another tangent. So I'm trying to condense my videos, because my second video that I posted, trying to tell people a little bit about myself, went on for 55 minutes or 58 minutes or something ridiculous. So I apologize. I'm going to try and keep my videos a little bit briefer, a little bit more to the point. But yeah, definitely go see SHAZAM. It is really worth it. Very fun. Your kids will love it. Little kids. There's some demon characters, and there's some pretty, not really graphic, but I mean, it's not like blood and everything spraying everywhere, but there is some pretty mild violence in it. So, but it's really only like 1 or 2 scenes out of the whole show that even has anything like that in it. You could cover their eyes for a couple of seconds. In fact, that's what one of my youngest daughters that went with us, she did that. She was like, I don't want to see it. She could hear it, and so she knew when it was over. But yeah, she wasn't impressed with that scene at all. So it's so much fun. The acting was great. We were just openly laughing in quite a few parts, and you know how a lot of these movies, all the really good stuff is in the trailer. No, that's not the case. That stuff's all in the movie, but it is definitely got a lot more stuff in there that you don't see in the trailers, and it's really worth it, and it's kind of a cool story. In fact, I mean, they kind of do a bait and switch on you a little bit, and you're kind of like, wait, who, what, and with a couple of the kids at the very beginning of the show, and you kind of get lost on who's who, and then you're suddenly like, oh. So I mean, it was just all around fun. So take your family, take your kids, go support this film. I would love to see this movie just blow Captain Marvel out of the water, because it absolutely should, because like I said, I won't see it. Well, I guess that doesn't make it a very fair review, but next time, don't crap on half your audience, and then expect to get their money. I'm weird like that. Sorry, Bree. You're a cow, and I hope your movies fail from here on out, because I'm not interested in the raving lunatic opinions of a social justice Nazi who thinks that it's her job to punish white men for everything that's ever happened in history. Because, it's funny, I didn't have anything to do with that stuff, Bree. Anyway, great movie. Get out there and support it. Talk to you next time.